Yeah. What's going on Facebook? What's happening YouTube? How y'all feel, man? You tuned into another great episode of the Male Translations Podcast, where we're breaking down the difference of what men say and women hear, giving men a voice, giving women insight on relationships, the men's voice when it comes to relationships. I'm your host, Mr. Male Translations, Clarence Brown, certified life coach, relationship coach, author, speaker. And I'm in here with my guy, good friend, spiritual leader, pastor of the place. If y'all don't know, hey, you can't go to heaven until you stop by the place.
That real.
Pastor Dozier's in the building. Pastor Dozier, what's happening, man? How you doing?
Man, good, man. Another Tuesday night, man. You know, we always at that halfway point through the year, man. Time flies. 6 months already, 2021.
Man, listen, I tell you, when time flies when you get old. That's all. You say time flies when you're having fun. Time flies when you're getting older. That's how I feel. But guys, we got another great topic for y'all tonight, man. You know, I've been what's the word you say about it? Perusing through social media and a lot of other things, and just coming up with some topics and thinking about what the climate of today is and all of that. So I wanted to discuss a topic that I think I put something up earlier, just kind of, you know, I always throw a tease out there, just kind of like seeing what the temperature's like on the streets. And I put this topic out because man, it's a lot going on where in today's climate, you know, when you speaking about relationships, and I think I talked about this before, I think more and more people today are just talking about it from a standpoint of what I can get out of it, what, you know, how it benefits me, and it's on both sides. So I think there's so much commentary. You got dudes, you got guys that are influencers, you have women that are influencers. And I think that the message sometimes from where I sit, it seems like more so just about what it does for you, the benefits, how you benefit from having somebody. Yeah. Right. What's going on, Jeff? I see you out there, brother. And so I put up a video where I was talking about, do women want a husband, or do they want a wife? Want to be a wife? Excuse me. So when I'm having this discussion, I was questioning women to say, hey, is marriage about you just wanting a husband? Is it status? Is it about an accomplishment? Is it about you reaching a milestone? Is it about you really saying, you know what, I want to be a wife, not for the benefits of myself, but what I can also help somebody with, how I can benefit, you know, and give to someone else. So, of course, being that it's 2021, all of those answers, you know, in my mind, from what I see, especially as the generation is becoming more youthful, that the answer is absolutely not. Mm-hmm. You know, oh, no, heck no. You know, so to me, I feel like, well, why is it that marriage is so important? Why so many women striving for it? You know, I don't know how you see it. Do you kind of get that same sentiment where you seem like, you know, you have more women that are interested or speak, when you speak about marriage, you hear more of a, well, you know, I'm of this quality, I deserve to be a wife, as opposed to saying, hey, well, marriage to me means this, a commitment, the two working together, understanding, you know, the covenant, all of those things. I don't too much, you know what I mean? And I may be wrong because I'm only one man, right. But at the same time, I need your line of sight to tell me if I'm right or wrong in my assessment of it. Seemed like a lot of women just want to have the husband, but aren't wanting to be wives.
Yeah, I think
Tamika, what's happening? We see you out there.
I think that I think that there are a bunch of ladies that probably voice it the most, but I think there's a lot of men that, like, they may not say it, but men do sit back and say, hey, man, you know, I'm a wife one day, you know, I kind of, you know, I do kind of want to, you know, believe it. And it's just me. I believe men initially start out honoring the marriage more, but then because of society, because of time, well, you know what the talk is, you know, he got to get ready for this wedding. That's all, you know. So I think the society is definitely influenced by it. I would be lying to not say that it's not majority. Yeah, I'll be lying to say that it's not majority women. But it is. You know what I mean? It's just I when it comes to preparing for, I don't hear many men saying, you know, I'm getting myself ready for a wife. I do have some, you know what I'm saying? But it's always women. I think they're taught it. Maybe they understand at an early age that, hey, I'm trying to be her.
Right. But I think for the most part, trying to be her. And ladies, I mean, and here's the thing now, male translation is two men. Now we speaking about something that y'all ladies you represent, meaning wives, meaning women that are pursuing marriage yourself. You know, you can't propose. Well, you can propose, but can't propose to yourself. So you're going to need a man to believe in you and trust in you enough to feel like you're worthy of him, you carrying his last name, number one, and him having you be with him for the rest of his life. Right. So with all that being said, I think when you was talking about how, you have women that kind of, view it in a certain fashion, again, I'm saying to myself, well, how does that benefit the man? How does that make him believe in you? How does that, what is it? What's more valuable to you out of this? Right. And I ask that question because we talk so many times about rent to own relationships. We done talked about do women value the ring of the relationship?
Right.
We done talked about so many things to where we're actually trying to point out or have women themselves highlight what's more important to them, and I think Jeff said it right here. He said they confuse the wedding with the marriage. And Troy, shout out to you. She said, I think I may be slightly confused by the question. So now the question, the title of this is, do women value marriage as a come up?
Right.
Now, I kind of was talking about why I titled it this way as far as the video I put out about, do women just want a husband or do they want to be wives? So now I'm asking, is it a come up to women? Because it's almost like when you speak about it, all you hear is about the things that a woman is benefiting out of this covenant, this commitment.
Right. I think that's where the confusion is too. I think the confusion is most women think that it's a together package. Like, hey, once I become a wife, obviously I get a husband. Once I get a husband, I become a wife, and nobody kind of separates the, hey, the responsibility of the wife is one thing. So you got 80% of women in the world says, hey, I'll be a great wife.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not a man. They're not, you're not a man. You're not a husband. You're not a man. So you don't know what a great wife is.
Right.
So and I'll be honest with you. The hardest part about this whole subject, we can talk about this the rest of the night, we can talk about this for the rest of the year, is no one in any situation likes to stand in line and don't get picked.
Oh, no.
We can go back to kickball in second grade. Nobody want to be like, I want him. I want him. I want him. I want her. I want her. I want him. And you just kind of like waiting to get picked. Nobody likes that.
That's a fact.
And so the problem is everybody getting picked for wives, you getting picked for bridesmaid. Like, as the lady in our church just told me straight, like, Pastor, I'm trying not to be nasty, but I ain't trying to be nobody as bridesmaid.
Mm-hmm.
Well, a lot of times you run into things that you shouldn't run into because, you know what I mean? And I'm saying it. So I'm saying it's a horrible moment to get back to the question: do wives think that being a wife? Do women think that being a wife, a marriage is a come up? Absolutely, because I've been playing kickball and ain't nobody picked me,
mm-hmm.
and that's tough.
But my point is,
I don't think they're looking like, I'm preparing to be a loving and a wife that can help support my husband and get him from where he is to where God wants him to be.
Right. Now, to me, like, my thing is this. Now, I'm 2%. We know, Jeff, y'all know, Pastor, So in my mind, I'm saying, why would you why would you pursue something that you really feel like you're not going to fulfill yourself? If it's like something where it's like, well, I haven't been picked, but yet when you get in the game, you like, you know what I'm saying? So to me, I was just playing ball today. The dude was selling out about how, hey man, y'all talking a lot of trash. I'm like, what? Bro, go sit down. We pick somebody up and lose and be all right with it. But I don't care about your pity party. You see what I'm saying? But I think a lot of times when it comes to women today, I think it's more about, like I said, what I get out of it. And it bothers me because to me, you don't even think about what a man needs. You don't even think about what the team needs and all, like I'm saying. So we talking about being picked.
Yeah. I think, let me say, ladies, I'm going to support you a little bit. I do think you think about it. I just don't think you think about it first. I think the first thought is, hey, I'm going to be a wife. That's why people say it's her day. It's her moment.
But Pastor, if what we say, I don't know, let's say, because I don't know the true stat, but like I hear it all the time. It's in the 80s. The divorces in somewhere in the 80 percentiles are all started by women. They're all initiated by women. So you have women that feel like, and I asked this question before: if women really value more than men the outcome of the relationship, then why women don't do things that show that they care about the outcome of the relationship? Y'all have to bust my son in the background. He's turning up. But so to me, that's what I have an issue is like, why is it that you care so much about it, but you be the first to check out? I said this the other day. I said, man, listen, even though women don't like this, I talked about why men cheat if they're quote unquote happy. Right. I said, man, sometimes dude just keeping the peace, he's not happy, but he will stay for his children. But women themselves wouldn't even stay for the children. If she unhappy with the man, don't care. You know what? Come on, man. I'm not gonna be here. You know what? It ain't where you heart, where you want to be, and you know I'm not gonna deal with this. And if we can't, like, you see what I'm saying? On the other end, a man will say, "Hey, man, I'm going through so much right now, but you know, for my kids, for that family dynamic, though, for them to wake up and come into the room, daddy." So to me, that's what I'm saying. Like, well, I don't know. It bothers me because I feel like women really don't recognize that there's so much more to it, and the scapegoat is always on the man. That, well, y'all men ain't marriage material. Y'all ain't husband. Like, okay. Well, when you meet one, then what?
I think it go back. I think it go back to the double standard. It comes back to, hey, a man marries a girl and she ain't got to lose 5 pounds. Mm-hmm. He married her. He in love with her just where she is. But you know, the woman marriage is just something that's on the list. And because you don't do A, B, C, and D, and I don't feel like, hey, I've come up, or I feel like, hey, you become the man I thought you was gonna be. I mean, you're right. Statistics, it's over 83. It was 83% in 2019. 2019, 83% of women are the ones who saying I ain't dealing with it. But I think women are extremists. They're extremists. They're extremists for the wedding. They're extremists for, you know, divorcing. Like, we gone. That's why when a woman get in her feelings, I just talked about this other night. I preached a message about, you know, get out your feelings. When you get in your feelings, man, and we can talk about it, you know, we can be biased, but we know a woman. I asked everybody last night, hey, what's the longest you done been in your feelings? Said me, I done come in my feelings like, you know, a few days, a week. Mm-hmm. Man, this woman like, man, I'm still in my feelings about that.
Right.
Years ago, don't matter though. If I see him right now, like, and it's like, it's going. That's extreme. So I'm saying that extreme. All of a sudden now you're going to get papers, and you know, it's just so you're right. It's but the standard is different. It's okay for the woman to get married, and you just supposed to love her how she is. But if a guy get married, it's like, okay, what's next and what's next? And because it's back to the original question, I'm supposed to come up with you.
Right.
This is supposed to be an upgrade.
Right.
I didn't get with you just to kick it and this and that and that. Like, my name's wife now. I got your last name. Mm-hmm. And that's like, so I took your last name for this. Like, it just get real. And whether we like to admit it or not, no woman gets married to a man to just give unto him. You want, you know what I mean? Like, so
right.
Let's just go and tell the truth. You didn't get married to say, I just wanted somebody to love and somebody to pour my heart into and somebody to cater to and love and just be with him. Who cares if we have anything? We can stay right here in this one bedroom as long as we got each other. But
that's stuff that a man will say to. Even I've said that to Quill. Everybody know my wife, and I've said, hey, listen, I've been homeless before. I don't want to go back. That's not where I'm trying to go. But if I had to, I don't mind going through it with you. I'd rather go through it with you than not. Now, I know that women can't. There's a lot of women that maybe can't make that proclamation. Man, and if it do, it
be to shout about what Clarence says. Every time I do a wedding, I can always hear when the part of the vows go down. Better or worse. Like, I repeat, let's run in the back.
For better.
Yeah, like I'm running the back.
That's
better
not cute.
Or worse.
That is not cute.
Yeah. For better.
For better. What?
Yeah.
Excuse me? Facebook? YouTube? Instagram? You know what I mean? And so that's why I'm like, really, you know, I think that. So let's get into some of these questions because I have some questions, right? Do women view marriage as a come up? Before we ask that question, let me see. Tamika say most women only care about the title and the idea of being married. They are living in a fairy tale, sad but true. And let me get a like on that, Tamika. Not because and this is not to put women down, but it's really to challenge what women really value, in my opinion. If women, because I think a lot of women was like turned off by the topic when I put it out. Do women view marriage as a come up? No, I didn't put it in my story, just put a poll up to see what, you know what I mean? And 80%, no. We don't see marriage as a come up, of course, because in your mind, it's like, you know what, you was glowed up from the start. You was bossed up from the beginning. Right, so for you to feel like this is now done elevated you, done rose up your status in any way. It's almost like women take offense to that as if we're trying to say they getting it out the mud and we pulling them out the dirt. And it's not what I'm saying. All I am saying is, ladies, y'all, to be honest, I know it's hard. It's some of the stuff that's hard to hear from a man. And who am I, right? Who are you, Clarence? You got no right to say this. And you as a man, like, you don't know women, right? I understand. So I ask, and I want y'all to be interactive in the comments and let Pastor Dozier know if what I'm saying or what he's saying is fact, fiction, or if it's trash, of his cash. Because to me, I think honestly, women do see it as a come up. At the end of the day, just like we talked with Dominique when the question was, do women want instant commitment? And she was fighting fighting tooth and nail. Right. Nah, this ain't really like that. And to the very end, and then it's like, well, we do kind of like
and women. We do. And women, it's okay to be honest. Here's the point: a man literally marries a woman, and he's saying stuff like this: "Baby, when I get married to you, now don't change on me," because he really don't want you to change. Mm-hmm. The woman is never saying that. She's saying, change, grow. I kind of want more.
Develop, evolve.
No woman gets married. A woman gets married because she loves a man, but it ain't to stay like that. Mm-hmm. And so this is what makes it difficult for a man, because he says, if I always got to come up, now you got a whole lot of men not ready to the altar. You know what he's saying? Let me get my chips right first. Because he don't believe love alone is gonna make it. It's just the truth. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Give up the what?
The eye for us. That's cute.
That's
cute. That's cute.
They give up a little, give up
the eye for us, but that's not it. It's the hey, I'm not just okay with just loving you. Mm-hmm. I want a little more than that. I need a little love and maybe a couple vacations. A little love and maybe my dream house one day. A little love, but
nice car.
I do want to be able to take some trips. You know what I mean?
Like I don't want to be basic.
I just don't want to just be you. Then it comes into this. We don't do nothing. Mm-hmm. But I thought I supposed to work, love you. Like, it's just about me and you.
I told you I was a homebody. Yeah, but we just need to get out. Like, I see, there's a day party going on. This thing's going around.
And we're married.
Like,
come on. He's like, I thought this was about, I got on my knee. I did the whole thing. I gave you the ring.
Right.
It's us now.
Right. He talking about, hey, man, I'm putting money aside. We investing, I got 401k. I got things happening. I'm saying? We looking to the future.
Yeah.
You understand what we're trying to get to? Yeah, we might have to sacrifice right now. She's like, yeah, but that ain't really what I signed up for. Not and the problem that bothers me is what you just said earlier about marriage, where as a man, we say, hey, listen, if you never change, if you stayed the same from right here to the day you die, and it's it. You see what I'm saying? Wow. Women are
no woman says, husband, please don't change on me.
At all.
Like keep your same little job and just be just how you are. Mm-hmm. It's different, man. You know what I'm saying? It's different.
Shout out to you. We see you out there showing love. Stephanie Wynn, what's happening? Y'all showing love tonight, man. What I need y'all to do real quick, I need y'all to hit that like button. Hit that like button. We need to grow the show. Right, we need to grow the algorithm, the reach of the show. So if y'all rock with us every Tuesday night, man, I know value good for a share. I give you your just due. Troy, you always share as well. I see Tamika share every week or on and off. I ain't trying to call you out, but I'm saying you show love and hit that like button, hit that share button. So here's my question, Pastor Dozier. I'm gonna start it out because I always try to put something down on paper, on wax, like ply, not on wax, but on wax. What's the most important thing women look for in a man as a husband? Now, as a man, we all, but in your opinion, what's the most important thing woman is looking for in a man when she's considering him to accept his proposal as a husband? And I think we all pretty know. We already
know it's at the top. We know providers at the top.
Right. He got to have some financial security.
Well, I don't even think there's that. Stability. I think she wants him to provide. I think he wants to provide, security in all areas. Provide financial security. Provide, emotional security. Because not men got to be there for you, hold you, understand you. Got to provide, even protect. Not men got to be a thumb.
You got a little shake something, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Just security, sexual security. You ain't gonna be out there double dipping on me. Like, just total security. When she's supposed to walk around with all peace, and if she cry, you be able to let me get that tear for you. you. Like she wants all security. And when we all tell me if I'm lying, you want a guy who to provide security in every form. That's why you got married.
All right, that's past those. Now me, I'll take the flat. It's financial security. Jeff said it right. Money, dollar sign. It's about that. It's about that money.
You see that in all areas.
All caps, and all hot, big dollar sign. Let me
Look at shit. D say security in all areas, man. So they want all of it, man. It used to be just money. No. Now, here's why the double standard changed. It used to be just money that was bad. But now, man, I'm telling you, ask the average woman now with a guy who got the money. You know what she's saying now? Come on, man, we got to do something with this.
And let me know when you're done.
And you can't do this. That's why the girl with the money now, I hate to say it, man, she don't mind no boy to come jump off the dresser because she wants security over there now. It ain't even no secret. Used to be a time women used to be like sexual. Come on, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to put business out there like that. No, now she wants somebody to eat it up. I'm telling you. Women now are boldly saying the sex ain't right, Pastor. The sex? I thought you're supposed to be loving. And then now one more is he be just like this. He don't know how to be there for me. He get attitude with me. He be in his feelings too. Now the woman don't want you to be in your feelings, not man. Now you got to be bigger than that. Amen. They all do. All areas, they thank you for telling the truth. And I need the rest of y'all ladies to tell the truth. You don't just want money.
So she's like,
you know what the ladies not saying? I make my own money. I just want him to do this and want him to do this. Ladies been over the money thing. You know what I mean? Right now, if the truth be told, it's some Negroes out here. This new generation, we doing what? Man, they get money. They want a girl with a job. I was that dude. Okay. Clarence just on 2%. You know, here's a guy like, I don't want a girl with money. I'm telling you right now, that's a generation of us. We want a girl with the money.
I'm sorry,
I'm done, man. No, 2%. I already know. I already know what the 2% finna say. He was like I would have never wanted a girl like that. I'm saying he's the only guy like this on earth. But you know. I mean, you know.
Right. So I intentionally made sure I didn't interrupt you. Let you get all that off your chest.
I'll let you get 2% out.
Right.
The world wants to hear the 2. Here it comes.
Okay, cool. Let me know when you're done.
I'm done.
Are you really done?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you still taking the witness to 2% tank? 2%. He even come. Y'all know he ain't about. He ain't finna say nothing. He already know he ain't finna say nothing.
They know.
Right.
The world knows.
The world knows. So the question was, what's the most important thing? All can't be the most.
All it is.
Listen, and then here's the thing. When women make this, hey, well, it depends, and in general, like, no, you make them identify the specifics, the detail. Now, so for you, if we going by how you want your answer, then it's going to need to be detailed to specifics, not all. So all can't be all the most important. Number 2, when we talk about the most important, I'm talking about as a husband. And what you're saying is women saying, hey, listen, I provide as long as he going to be there in the emotional. Nah, come on, kill that, Pastor. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear none of that because that ain't true. And ladies, if I'm lying, of course, hit that comment section. I would really appreciate that because I'm a visceral in how I feel right now about this. Because I don't see too many women that's out here, and maybe I don't know the age of the skin tone or the generation we at make you feel like, hey, women just feel like, hey, well, if as long as he gonna be there for me, I provide. Man, kill it. I don't hear no ladies that's out here selling out about how much they should be a emotional support to me, and I got the bill. You know, hey, as long as you pick up my tears, I'll pay for the tab. So no. You're not finna tell me, and you can take 2% all the, and I know these women, they spot this lie through their teeth and hit this comment section and say, yeah, I pay for the bill, I put up the tab, I pay, 55, 60, 70% of the mortgage just because.
They're doing it.
So
it's so hurt.
Come on, you over here. Come on, man.
They're doing it.
They're doing it in what number?
I gave every woman, black women especially, they said I gave it all to him, and he gave his behind the kid.
Based upon how she perceived all to him. And then on top of that, these women, they're not in high enough number for you to really try to make a point on. They're not in high enough number for you really try to sit here and say they doing it like they in the majority. So this is why I'm like, bro, well, let me know what you're doing.
I'm talking about
it sounds good to the ladies. Yeah, it sounds good about it. Hey, listen, I know ladies, y'all want it all. Y'all want a man like, no, they want him to have that cash first. As we said in prior podcast, it's what you bring to the table first. Then we can see how good of a person, how honorable of a man you are.
I think it just depends on what approach you're looking at. I'm talking to ladies in general.
Husband.
I'm talking about women in general, because every woman that we're talking to, since we're going to talk about percentages, over 6% of the women don't even get married. So they don't get to talk about the status of a husband. All they get is the trying woman.
I'm neglecting YouTube.
All they get is opportunities. So they dating. We got 6% of black women who never get married. So to just make it all about the other 40%, Some of those 40% done been married. The boys stop. So if you ask all the girls who are in that trial of wifey, trying to be something,
Right.
and most of those women will tell you, man, I gave this niggas. I like, and the good thing about women is they don't tell the truth. They don't say, hey, yeah, you know, he ain't had no job, but I looked that. Yeah, he had no car, but I looked that. And what hurts is I had A, B, and C. And they'll tell you this nigga didn't have
X, Y, and Z.
They don't say that in the beginning. They don't say that when they're together.
Right.
But when they get hurt and they didn't become wife, that's when you hear, hey, I paid for that job. I bought that.
Right.
My credit was this. And so it is a whole lot of women who may say they want money, but behind the scenes, they're doing it. We know that. We know the dude stay with her apartment. And this is, I'm just saying, but if I'm just speaking to the ladies who never got married. Now, the girl who's on the other side of marriage, absolutely, man. I'm never gonna say it's not about the money because she on this side. Right. She want money and she want, that's a come up. I'm all in. But the dating girl, that girl there, especially black women, I commend y'all. But we doing a whole lot of resume writing, giving him a job. It's money too. I'm just saying. So, and then the dude cheat on her. Mm-hmm. We go by that. Right. Now it's like, I did all this and you cheated. So and my thing is I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying, depending on what side you're on. Because a whole lot of women right now, probably on this live, never been married.
Right now, but also remember, you say you don't disagree. So out of all that, remember you said I don't disagree. Then all that, right?
My wife, you said you changed the narrative to the wife. Because I'm talking about 60% of them don't ever get married.
Right, but if I specifically asking the question, what's most important to a woman is looking for a man as a husband? I mentioned husband, so we're talking about marriage. So when you mention a dating woman, we're not talking about her. We're talking about the woman who's seeking marriage and how she's evaluating the man that proposes to her for marriage. And regardless, and to me, I'm saying, hold on, but I'm saying even the dating girl, regardless of if she's taking care of things, she's still not going to be happy long term. And this is why you have those situations where over time it becomes daunting. It started to weigh on her the fact that, man, listen, you're supposed to be the man. Yeah. Right? Yeah. So yeah, even though she's dating or even if she's married, before long, she's going to start to say to herself, now, hold on now. Come on now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it is important. It's not to say every woman wants money, every woman's a gold digger, but what I am identifying is regardless of that, she wants him to be financially secure. This is why so many women, this is what the word they use is hypergamy. Let me look that up right now, real quick. For those that don't know what hypergamy
protection is. So Tamika say a husband needs to be the man that a wife shouldn't mind being submissive to. If he is a real man and a man of God, then the provider and protection is already there. So glad I was blessed with this. Val says, I think women have been naive in the past, but the game has changed. Diane said, I'm not married, but what if he lost his job? So now he's lost the financial security. Mm-hmm. But me as his wife should be able to cover the bill until he finds a job, start providing again. But he needs to be able to make me feel secure in all aspects, vice versa. What I'm saying is, and that's what I'm saying, it's a whole lot of ain't been married. So Clarence is saying, you are wife material. I ain't about to be married. Now, what do you want the most? I'm saying, hey, when you're a woman and you just trying to get a guy and you're in love with him and you're hoping to have something that's becoming, because we got more people that's trying than who's there. Right. So I don't know. I think I agree with Clarence. We're saying, hey, what's the deciding factor for the woman to getting married? Then she probably gonna say, hey, I'm about to get married now. I want to know that his finances are good. Right. But the dating, the process, while the chick just hoping to be a wife and hoping he like me and hoping we get something, hoping he stay tonight, I just say that's when the rules get crazy, man. I feel like women do whatever.
They overextend themselves.
Yeah. I mean, and then in the background, you're right. They don't plan on doing it long. You know how many females hooked up with niggas who think they can write and rap and, they just overextend themselves. So, but money, to say that is not a fact, that's crazy. But on the flip side, I mean, if we back to the question, the come up, man, it's a come up in every area. I mean, we can say money starts it, but you want to come up. It's a come up in every area. Social media, just someone to post everything.
Let's look at it. So this word is around hypergamy, which means the action of marrying or forming a sexual relationship with a person of a superior sociological or educational background
status.
So it's basically saying, hey, women look to marry up. Okay, so when we talk about earlier, as you made a point of how you have women who marry the potential of a man, even at the stage of crossing and jumping the broom, she's still not marrying the man she's across from. She's marrying what she envisions him to evolve into. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, again, this is why I'm saying, is it a come up? Because in your mind, you're not even looking at the real person. You're looking at what you envision him to evolve into. So you're saying, okay, as long as he is on the trajectory that I see him going, then this makes sense to me. So, but if it doesn't trend upward and I'm seeing the trend go downward, then I can't hold on. Listen, let's take some time. Let's figure this out. And you see women that
even
say,
if you married,
right? And the women that get proposed by a man and say, hey, listen, regardless of the situation, like I love you, I just feel like I want to commit my life to you. And she like, well, hold on, come on off your knee.
Right.
Let's talk about this. Right. I don't really know right now. Why?
See, because remember other shows we did. This was kind of contradicted. We just talk about.
Hold on, real quick. I just want to make sure I show love to the people on YouTube. So let me see. Raining Women. She said, "Hi, Lady Hope." Or well, also, what was that saying?
I recently a recent Brookings Institute poll showing women initiate 84% of divorce. Right. The other says, "I treat sometimes because I believe in reciprocity and showing appreciation as well." But as a woman, a practicing attorney. But that's I'm saying. I'm gonna go back to the shows we did. We used to say, "Is it about the ring, relationship?" So the ring is the possibility. I'm saying you don't make the standard too high that you're assuming. Well, no, I'm just saying we're assuming that every woman is finna get asked married. I have a woman at church right now. I've seen cry in front of me and says, "Pastor, I'm 40 years old and nobody's ever asked me to marry me." Mm-hmm. So it's a whole lot of just hopes in the ring. Like, I agree. That's why so many stay together. And we don't need the paper. And the woman who she didn't want that at 18, but at 38, she'll take that. She'll take that. So I'm saying that women, I just don't want to be lonely. Mm-hmm. But back to the point, before either he got the money, the post is gonna show like he got money. Put that shirt on, and but like it's gonna be. It's so it's a come up. I think a woman don't look for a real relationship or committed relationship without a come up. I think that's it. Forget marriage.
And that's my point. And I don't mind. Oh, listen, I always felt like when it comes to double standards, it's something that ain't gonna change. Just ain't gonna deal with it. But to me, as long as we honest about, hey, listen, so it is a double standard, and what? I'm like, all right, cool, I'll take that. It might be a little jab, but yeah, I can take that, as opposed to the person that just trying to fight it. Like, come on, man, it's obvious, it's right in our face.
But that's why I hate the it's not double. I just hate this problem. Mm-hmm. The principle of that I can't ever get 5 Black women to agree what's most important to them, no matter what day you pick them, no matter what church service it was. Like, you can't get 5 of them to say, I expect this out of a man. Oh, I make my own money. That's what she's saying today. Mm-hmm. The other girl's not enough. You tell the cook, I don't believe no cooking. Other girls, I think I want to, like, I can't get 5 Black women to ever say, hey, here's what we know as Black women that we should all agree on that a man deserves. It's always different. So that means that the guy who's single, who's dating these 5, is saying, I don't know what's most important. Because now you got men who really trying to be better communicators. Because women say, man, they don't know how to talk. So the man working on his communication, he's trying to get out his feelings. He don't bust a hole in the wall no more. He got to be like, and that ain't even really the most, like, I thought, because his money, okay, he make good money, but he just, like, he don't know how to talk. Like, that didn't be like, come on, which one is it? Because he's a provider, he got a good job. We used to call him a good man. Right. That's a come up now. You found a good man who go to work.
So here's the problem. I got and so we got let me see, about 5-6 people on Facebook, a couple people on YouTube right now. I appreciate y'all locked in. I got a question for the ladies that's watching. Let me see the Vows out there, the Tamikas, the Vortex Renaissance. Let me see, Raining Woman on YouTube. Who else? We got Troy out there. We got a lot of women out there. Deanna. So my question is this: since the ladies y'all on here rocking with us, what makes a woman respect a man? Okay. To the point where she has no problem following or submitting. What? I might have been stubborn. I mean, because I think I felt a little maybe they ain't getting me. So my question is, what makes a woman respect a man to the point where she has no problem following or submitting to him? Because when we talked about earlier, when Deanna said, hey, listen, we want all, and all facets are important. You mentioned how, hey, you know, a man might try to develop into a better communicator, thinking that's going to be the key to better success in his relationship or marriage.
She gonna honor him,
and then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, but then this factor, and I still wanted that house, and yet at the same time, like, you know, what we gonna do about our children? Like, you know, I don't want man to be struggling. They need shoes. They need this.
I'm gonna say that this question has never in the history of couples or relationships ever been answered.
That's what's up.
It's never been answered.
And that's a good.
That's why I was trying to say my last point, that hey, they ain't no answer. Mm-hmm. They never. And then it was crazy as male translations to look and say, man, I mean, none of y'all will agree. Mm-hmm. Nobody's gonna agree. What is that's the perfect question that nobody's ever answered. What is it that will make a woman honor, love, and submit to this man? Because guess what? Most men would do it tomorrow if it was, oh, that's it. Cool. That's why a man, you tell me, I just really love a man who kind of, you know, handle the gas and groceries. He ain't got to tell me once. Mm-hmm. So he think I'm good. I get gas, I get groceries for you, I did good. Right. But then, you know, she said, but you saw me crying, you didn't even hold me. So, okay, so I was busy getting gas and groceries. But at the end of the day, come on, like, you need to think ahead. Like, you know, my birthday's coming out, you know, I'm planning some trips. And like, so now you're online. Like, it's no answer. I already know the answer to this is I don't know. You know, because here's what I really believe. I believe women change, they evolve by the second.
They jump by the little side.
Yeah. If he can make healthy decisions for his life without trying to be someone else or influenced by someone else, but that's healthy based upon you.
Right.
That's your decision. That's what you define as healthy today.
Right. And then tomorrow,
his confidence in himself, the way he treats his mom, the way he handles his business.
Right.
That is one side.
Now, here's the thing. Now, as we
already know this is going to be.
First of all, appreciate you, Troy. Thank you, Tamika, for y'all comment and be bold enough to express what you think. Yeah. And the question, ladies, is again, what makes a woman respect a man? Okay, it's plenty of things. I can respect him for this. Actually, the way he raised his kids, I respect him for that. The way he treats his family, I respect. Right. But let's say to the extent where she has no problem following us, submitting to him. Now, some of the answers.
She has no problem with following us, submitting to him.
No problem. Why you laughing?
This is so much not no answer. There is none. He gotta be confident. See, what are we talking about? He was confident when he met you. That's why he hollered at you. That is not enough.
Right. So you can follow him from him being confident, not making a joke, seriously, right? Or let's say I think Troy said, hey, she can follow him because
he make healthy decisions for his life without trying to. This number two. That's two things really. Make healthy decisions for his life without trying to be someone else. Set third one and not influenced by someone else.
That's already three things.
He can't have no influences in his life.
Right. And he got to be
his own man.
But he's got to make healthy decisions for his life. Now, when it comes to her life, our life, when it comes to family,
that's something totally different. And he got to be without trying to be someone else. So he's got to be somebody that's not like anyone else on earth.
And while understanding that, hey, he can make good, healthy decisions.
And she said exactly what your girl confident. She replied, confident, like, so exactly. That's what I want. He got to be certain too.
All right. And I certainly lies.
There's no answer. I'm going to tell you right now. Here's the point, though. I'm just going to let y'all know, just by 4 or 5 different comments from black women, none of y'all agree. Mm-hmm. So what does a black man sitting back watching this do and say? Where do I start? Right. She says this. And what you're saying is, that's what I'm saying, go back to that, man, she want all of it, man. Right. That's nuts.
And he's saying, okay, this one attractive, she got a nice body, but she pretty, and this one.
And let that man pull out this. Let him say, she got to cook, be fine, be submissive, look at the little booty he got.
No.
Yeah.
And so here's the thing, you have women that make the proclamation that they will never submit to a man. Like, follow a man?
Never.
Follow
my own bro. It's 1950. Come on, it's 2021. Them days over with. It's 50-50. I respect him. Right. He got to respect me. Cool.
See, but here's the thing. You know what? I heard something earlier and it was so profound to me. I'm going to say this, and ladies, I want y'all to hear me with God love, as Pastor say.
He got to be saved, faithful, provider.
And that still won't garner his respect. You may follow him overall in general, but at certain moments within that where you just no.
Let me tell you why you can't get in that. I'm like, because if he really say, I hear really, man, he gonna cover that. I'm telling you how this go. Listen, this question right here, I fought this question at least 10, 15 years already. Because I was caught in it. When I had a moment in my life before I got married, I was like, hey, I want to be the right dude. I got to get it right. I just got to study. And I taught singles class. I did a singles class in St. Pete, and we had about 90 different, I want to say it was 90 people, but maybe only 20 of them were men.
Mm-hmm.
And I kept saying, y'all don't agree. I kept saying, I got y'all right here, and y'all can't tell me what you want in a man. And if I'm about 15 years later,
man, listen.
And then you say, no, you're not agreed. They say no, because he a real man. He gonna do this anyway.
Right.
And if he saved, he gonna do this. He gonna pray. He gonna lay hands. He gonna tell the kids. He gonna sing spirituals to the little light. Right. He gonna do all this.
And you ain't got to do nothing if he doing so much.
Yeah.
My thing is though, like I said.
So ladies, I thank God for y'all, but I already knew.
Let me see what they say.
Clarence answered great. Facts.
Remember, men, most modern women don't respect your struggles.
They just hang out at the finish line and pick the winners.
That's cold. Hey. You say, hey, remember, most modern women don't respect your struggles. They just hang out at the finish line and pick the winners. See, and to me, that, and not to say he right,
they're not even reading the comments, Troy. They're not even right. We answer and they don't believe us. And all that was a description of confidence. if I know he's secure within himself, he'll make me feel safe. See, I told you, he'll do all this. He'll make me feel safe, and I'll submit.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I'm sorry.
How they gonna tell us how we feel? We don't. Here's what we do know. I know how many men that's either doing one or two things right now in your life. He's either trying to keep the peace, so he says nothing. Right? Because we dare tell you, hey man, you are confusing. You are confusing. And I love your confusing self. If he tells you that, guess what? Y'all heard y'all past Sunday. You're gonna be in your feelings.
Facts.
So what he's gonna do? I bet you Jeff better just put the little eyes up there and say nothing. If he dare opens his mouth and says, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I love you, girl, but you are confusing to me. Mm-hmm. If your man ever tells you that, and most times I hate to say this, when women get out of relationship, when they get out of these little moments, they'll say, I'm hard to deal with. I know I am. Sometimes. Why you put that in the comments? I am hard to deal with. I am hard to understand. Put that in there. Put that in there. Put that in there. I am hard to understand. I do be tripping sometimes. I can't do better some days, and some days I'm a good wife. Like, come on, let's be honest tonight.
Right. Let's get that out. You gotta worship in spirit and in truth. And the truth is, sometimes this is how you are now. That's fine. And I think that, and here's the thing, as men, we gonna have our day. Yeah. And I think when we talk like this, the first defense is a comparison. Defensive. Well, what about y'all men? And half the men ain't okay. Now so boom, you got that off your chest. Now let's disregard those half of men that ain't about nothing in your eyes. So now let's deal with the other half that are. Now, when they approach you, when you find some time, or he decides to make you a part of his life, or whatever, however you want to spin it, then what? Yeah. Then what? Because if you, in my opinion, have all these habits because you feel like you're never going to win, when you get an opportunity, then you're going to squander it. It's just like anybody. Like let's say, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. If I'm on the bench, I'm on the bench dribbling under my leg just in case when I get in the game, I'm already warmed up. Yeah. I'm not trying to jump off the bench cold with bad habits and bad form, and I'm doing all of these things wrong because why? In the moment, I didn't think it would come.
And let's be honest. Go ahead. Let's talk to men that's married. Clarence will admit it don't come like that. You got to get in the game and get in that groove. Like that better man you want, it comes if he really a better guy. Right. You don't get it all. You don't have it all. Right. So the question was, what can it be for a man? What does he have to possess for you to this is so crazy, to follow him, love him, and submit to him? Like, and out of three things, y'all are trying to combine them all, but they're not. So some of y'all leaning on Jesus. I hear y'all saying he followed Christ. It's easy to follow him. Okay, that's great. But some people saying, well, I don't want to have too much influence. Mm-hmm. He got to be his own man, but he do got to be saved too. And, he got to kind of have his own mind, but he got to make healthy decisions. Help, like. So Deanna says
confidence. So confidence, like I said, listen to me.
You can be confidently wrong. I was a confident dope boy. Yeah. And I put dope in girls' cars. I took risks with their life. Mm-hmm. And guess what? I was confident. I met chicks off confident. I would go to you at this buster. If it came down to it, he ain't gonna fight, thump, I'll shoot. Like that confidence. And she's like, oh my God, he's so crazy. And I'll dog her out. In 5 minutes, I need a car. Come take you to work tomorrow. Right. So and she's like, okay, and I was a confident guy. He just and drug many women for no reason. God forgive me. I'm sorry. I need to just tell them, Lord, I'm sorry. Because confidence took women out of the game. Popularity.
My story not changing.
Listen. And and popularity. A lot of women. Sometimes women want what you said. The men of status. Man, that's all crazy. You better find somebody that love your crazy.
And the thing is,
go ahead. You know, I'm just saying. But Claire's right. That he off the bench. He got to score 40. That's tough, man.
Like you jump off the bench, fumbling the ball, and say, "Nah, because the ball's slippery." Because you know it's somebody has sweat on it. That ain't because I'm really good. Nah, I can shoot now if the ball wasn't wet. And it's like, bro, everybody, both teams playing with the ball, and you the only one fumbling it. And now it's because it got some. Nah, I think they put some sticky tape on it, kind of stuck to me. Like,
what you alluded to, man? I'm gonna tell y'all right now, ladies. Y'all never hear nothing else I say. It is hard being a man. I need that. Just read through the comments on your own.
That's how I answer comment. You got to put it in bold and then caption it, Troy.
Yeah. I mean, I'm telling you, it's hard.
It's hard being a man.
How about the man like the confident chick? See, you ain't confident you was that first date. Now you ask him every day, what you think about this outfit? You think I look cute? Ain't nothing about that confident. But you were on the first date. I'm just saying all this.
Absolutely. Now here's the thing. I would contest.
And confidence is gonna make you follow him, submit to him. Remember the question.
So remember, now this is what I wrote. Now the question was, what makes a woman respect a man to the point where she has no problem following or submitting to him? What I put? What that word right there say?
Nothing.
That's nothing. And this is not me being mean or me being facetious or nothing like that. But the reason why I wrote nothing is because from my heart I felt like over time there's so many things that a man can lose respect over that there's nothing really that he can do or possess to where you respect him to the point where you don't have a problem following him or something, especially in 2021. Now, here's the thing. I contest that if a man has money, financial stability, now women, that's not to mean that you're not, that's not to mean you're a gold digger, but that means that you're clearly able to identify his difference or his value over another person for what you may say his financial stability is. And that's attractive to you to the point where you feel like I could follow him, I could marry him, meaning that, hey, if whatever tone he's setting in the marriage, okay, I'm following that. Whatever, like you say, hey, you always got to be a problem solver, you be a policy maker.
Policy
right?
Maker,
So now,
yeah.
So now, if whatever policy he said, I'm willing to follow that because I see he's financially stable. He's gonna create a different life experience for me that I wasn't able to create myself. So, but at the same time, women don't respect that neither. Because over time, when it comes to he started to get too controlling, and then now he's a narcissist. Now he's controlling.
All he cares about is what he wants.
And because he got money, he think he can run me. Because he got money, he think he can tell me whatever, and I'm supposed to just, you see that? Yeah. So my next question is, if a woman doesn't respect a man because of his money, why do women value his ability to provide and desire a breadwinner? Question being again, ladies, it's getting hot. What you say? It's getting hot in here.
Get out. He say, now you about to be broke and cheating on me? You need to pick a struggle, boo boo. You can't be broke and cheating on me. You got to pick a struggle.
So again, my thing is, ladies, as men, we recognize, hey, it's so many men say, hey, listen, I want to have a nice car. Why? Because it attracts women. I want to smell good because it attracts women. I want to dress nice, have a nice fit because it attracts women. I get my haircut. I like my haircut too, but I know women like my haircut. See what I'm saying? But all I'm saying is now when we break it down and say, what is it that will make a woman respect a man to where she follow him as a man? And y'all got to tell us, because in my mind, as a man, I'm thinking he got to have that money. Because I've seen it happen so many times where a woman will see that you say, you know what, I'm gonna shut up because you know what, you know. And we talked about it. Hey, they say he an accountant or something, a lawyer or something down at the firm or something. And he says a company car that he drives. You see what I'm saying? So all of that first, we talk when you go to girl talk and y'all have y'all little pleasure parties or whatever y'all do. Right. Y'all talk about, hey, this is what he got, this is what he doing, da da da. Yeah, girl, you know what I'm saying? This is how he bossed up. And then, but at the same time, over time, it's still not enough. It's still not enough to where you say, because you start, hold on, just because you got money, don't think you're finna tell me what to do. Troy said it best. Hey, he can make healthy decisions for his life. I challenge that. I say, well, what about your life? What if he see areas of growth and improvement for you? Can you say, hey, you know what? I respect that. I follow that. You're the head of the household. You know what? You're right. Let me try. No, you don't get that. You get flat, push back, dog fight. You get rebuttals. You name it. And if I'm lying, I'm flying. I'm trying to take the time to see if somebody can. Because I'm trying to see if what I'm saying is off the. If I'm off the point, off the mark.
Nah, it ain't that. It's just tough that the question you're asking, man.
I mean, not easy.
And then ladies, if you best be honest, there's men that want to know. They want to know, how do I win? I don't want to get into a relationship with you. Definitely get in a marriage with you and not lose. I'm talking to somebody right now, and I don't want to make it like that. But I told him to do something I never told a man to do before. I told him, man, won't you try telling your wife? I want you to try to tell him, just tell her you scared. Tell her, hey, I'm scared that if I don't do everything perfectly and you get offended by something I'm coming at you honestly about, that guess what? I'm scared that, hey, I ain't got no more other options. And I put it all into you. And I'm scared that if I don't do everything right in this moment, you either going to get in your feelings, shut down, or hate me for it. Mm-hmm. Then I had to try to tell him, don't mention that you even talk to me. Because women not got a problem. She don't want you to be influenced by somebody else. Right. She don't want I'm telling you right now, this is hurt me in my heart. He's a real man saying, man, I don't want to blow this pastor life. And I got to tell him, man, the girl you got, don't tell her you talk to me. She don't want no other influence. Mm-hmm. She wants you to be like, you can't just in yourself. And guess what? And she'll never honor the fact that instead of cheating, you're crying on the phone with me saying, hey, man, I don't want to lose my wife. That's soft. Mm-hmm. So and as great as she should care, to just spend an hour on the phone with me instead of some other chick, she will never see it because she wants you to be confident. And sometimes men are not, because you're crazy and he in love with you anyway. But I better not find out. And then guess what the easy route is? I ain't telling this. The easy route is go talk to the chick you ain't getting no problems with. Mm. You ain't got to fight with her. Mm. She tired of being alone.
Right.
She ain't gonna fight you. She got a set of keys. She got if the drawer ready.
Mm-hmm. But at that point, don't influence them, Pastor.
Yeah,
But my part,
I'm just telling you,
my beef is that the nerve that women will say, "Oh, the nerve of you to take our business outside our house and
how dare you? So you told on me?
Right?
This guy don't want to lose. He not talking to me about cheating. He trying to figure out how he can stay with your crazy self. And I'm sorry.
And then still, now she in the room. She done closed the door, slammed the door. She ain't feeling because she was saying like, you know what I mean? And what you said, because I already know how you be paying the pick. What? Instead of him, even with the mess, even as he's breaking this down to her, say, hey, I don't want to lose because I'm invested and tied into you, and I love you. Yeah. And through all of this.
But you listen, y'all, if y'all hear Clarence, like that's why nobody on these shows. Because a man really don't think Clarence is a great dude, and a whole bunch of men say, hey man, he the one or two guy. He either trying to pump up women, and most people don't know he ain't like that. So that's what most guys don't support. And the vulnerability a man gotta have to be like, hey, man, I don't have all the answers. Can a man even talk like that?
Be confident. Because listen, and hold up. Okay. We're gonna do a story time right now because this happened to me, right? And it was bad before my wife, but I had a girlfriend, right? And I'm telling her, man, listen, right now I'm just, I'm stuck in this place in my life and I'm frustrated with it, right? And I'm feeling like, ain't nothing moving, blah, 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 listen. And she say, you ain't gotta be down about like, wait, come on, like, pick yourself up. Like, come on, like kind of, I understand that, but kind of you ain't got to stay there. Like you got now. Most women would say, "Hey, that's support." She was just saying, "Hey, get out of that." But it wasn't her tone. Wasn't like, "Hey, I support you. Let's start to move on."
Like, I don't like this part of you,
but don't
get out of that.
Right. It was a like, oh,
right. Now and then Troy told us, well, he need to go to Jesus and have confidence in the Lord.
But he can't come to you.
But yeah, and then just say, but on the flip side, she'll go to her miserable friends and be influenced by a female that got 4 kids by 3 different dudes.
Right.
But it's true. And I'm just trying to tell you, ladies, if the guy is that guy, I was asking women, this guy that you picture, where he at? If like think about it, it's not even logical. You spend your whole life picturing a perfect guy and you're a flawed female. And I'm saying, where the guy at? It's like you got these great dreams like you saw him, unless you just saw him in the movies. Where is the guy that's the model guy? Because I'm telling you right now, Clarence, what you were talking about in the show, sometimes when a guy got a lot of money, he do got a lot of confidence, but he ain't got a lot of time for foolery. That's why he got 3 of y'all. Mm-hmm. Money did that. But you wanted that. Or vice versa. The guy's a good guy, working his way up the company. He made $14 out a day. Then next year he made 16. He working his way up. He trying to make money. He's trying to do what he can. And your dreams are going faster than his lifestyle. Mm-hmm. And he noticed about you, fell in love with you anyway, married you anyway, broke their account anyway. The thought that was going to keep the peace, and it don't get enough. Then, let me stick up all the hood niggas, all the Negroes who ain't no good. The no good dude saying, I don't even try. There's too many of them. Guess what? When she got a good husband and she'll come holler at me because guess what? All I do is keep it real. You know, like this guy, he said I ain't been trying because I know they ain't loyal. Mm-hmm. The good guy do they do what? Finish last. Fact. I don't know, man. Let me see. What is it? I don't see marriage. I don't see marriage as a come up. I'm quite traditional, so for me, marriage is about two people coming together to win as a couple. I was raised to be a wife. However, it's hard attracting my equal. Now we talking. See?
Right. Now, Kima, you are in the high minority.
Yeah.
When it comes to this. Now, and we appreciate and honor what you're saying. I just think that overall, there aren't enough women who think like you to make a point as if women think like you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So this is where
2%. You were Clarence. You're 2%.
Right. 2% keeper. Right. 2%. And that's only because, again, for the majority of women, it's so many encompassing things. Remember, I told you, I said, hey, listen. What?
Look. You're right there. You're right.
Because here's the thing. I said it the other day. I said, hey, listen, every woman's table is different. This what you bring into the table. First of all, some might have a picnic table, some might have a coffee table, some might have an end table. But still got a table. And then at the same time, it's about, you know, that the fact that most women have these differences that where, again, what's most important to me is this. You know what? I got a couple kids. If my kids like you and we have a good connection, that's what's important. You have the next woman say, hey, listen, you know what? I done been through the ringer. I want somebody that's just going to be honest with me regardless. You ain't got to make $100 million, $100,000 as long as you, right? Next woman say, hey, listen, I don't, like you said, I done gave so much of myself. I'm expecting somebody as my equal.
Run it back, give it back. Let me get it back. See the issue now, ladies, don't say this.
Hold on, is it your equal? Because if it's your equal, then it ain't a come up. And the women most of the time say, hey, listen, I want my equal, but yet your equal in a lot of women's eyes is greater than where you feel you are, or at least at your level, to make it still a come up. I mean, doubling your salary is a come up. So if the guy's making equal to you, if he's on that, he's a come up.
Right. So here's my issue. My issue is my issue. And I'm saying this also say to ladies, please hear me. This just hit my heart. It doesn't matter which type of guy you got. If the end result is still the same, you lost. What we're talking about tonight is, hey, is your goal the come up? If the goal is to come up and that you don't try whatever guy, whether the dope boy, the church guy, the guy with the money, the whatever, and the end result is a loss, then maybe it should be, hey, maybe I need to focus on being a better wife, better woman, something that, guess what, that has some staying power. That, you know, and I get it. I'm not going to kill the statistics and say, hey, it's not a lot of men out here that's double. You know, obviously there's more women than it is men. So women with the numbers game is against you. But I'm just saying, ladies, people always ask me, Pastor, what do I do? What do I do to attract a better man? Well, the first step is don't do nothing you did before. So, I mean, here's what we build off of. Everything you did before. Now, I did good to him. I was treating him good. But I know, but that means you have a bad judgment because you'll give your all to nobody. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start with don't do nothing you did before. We can work on that for the next year. Because you think just because you got out of a relationship, it was all him. Mm-hmm. It's never all him. You know what I mean? You want to come up, you was perfect, you was ready, and guess what? He just wasn't ready. Mm-hmm. Right. And then I was saying, so he's wrong for cheating. Yes, he was wrong for lying. But is anybody going to go back to who picked him? You thought that was a come up. Right. That's why you wanted him. We couldn't keep you away from him.
But all that's out here. I mean, I picked him, but that's all of them. I'm picking. That's all y'all are.
Yeah.
I mean, ain't
no good men. You the only one changed. Ain't no good men. I'm telling men, they saying ain't no good women. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's saying the same thing. So I'm just saying, ladies, the question was originally, do women view marriage as a come up? So for Dozier, and I had to change the narrative a little bit with Clarence to talk about, because there's so much, see all this potential talking. Mm-hmm. You ain't there yet. You know what I mean? You're not like that. And I'm just saying, hey, what is it about what you're attracting? Because maybe you only see the come up, and it's like that's it. Now, if it ain't a come up to you, fine. You know, like, hey, I'm always telling about it. I'll be here when you get through.
Right now, see, come up was nothing but clickbait because I already knew how women and hair grabbing, neck rolling, and snake, all that.
He said we both coming up. We both coming up.
Right. Now, but here's the thing. When it comes to the
what? 2 weeks. So y'all just saying we basically don't know what we want.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not saying a lot of women don't know what they want. I'm saying on both sides that it's not clear what you want the most. Mm-hmm. So men can say, hey man, I want a girl, she gotta be fine, she gotta be this. But I'm telling you right now, I tell every woman, a woman that's all in with understanding that guy, and that guy believes how much she understands him, she already won. Mm-hmm. And your booty ain't about nothing. And your stomach, you got a booty in the front and the back. And you got whatever you thought that you hate about yourself, that guy do what? He don't care.
Yeah, that's okay.
Now, because you met the one thing that he needs the most is somebody there for him. Mm-hmm. Now, on the flip side, I'm not saying that you don't know what you want. I'm just saying, ladies, if we ask all y'all tonight like we did, what you want the most, nobody agrees with. Mm-hmm.
So to me, in the majority, no, y'all don't know what y'all want. So if y'all want to hate somebody tonight or y'all disagree, hate is a strong word.
Now, what does that mean? Kim, I was with you.
What she said?
It's not about his finances, but I expect him to be financially stable in his own lane before we come together.
Right.
Okay. I understand that. It's not about his finances, though, but I expect him to be financially stable in his own lane before we come together.
I saw somebody put a post up. This is a black woman. She said, hey, listen, I don't need a man for nothing, but I ain't going to date a man that can't do nothing for me.
I don't need a man for nothing, but I ain't dating no man that can't do nothing for me.
What? No, I was kind of like, what? But then as I thought about it and as it stewed on me and brewed on me for a little bit longer, I was like, but see, that's the problem.
Sure, what you talking about confidence? We all agree. Y'all do not all agree. You don't all agree at all.
See, but here's the thing, though. What Pastor Dozier is trying to say is that confident guy that y'all saying, hey, I want confident. A lot of times that's misleading because what you feel like, oh man, we're so compatible because of his confidence. A lot of times that'd be the main guy, not the same guy, but the main guy who's going to confidence you to death.
I'll thank you if you ever said that.
Confidence your draws on.
And I have to tell you this: the confident guy. Let me tell you what's so good about. So dangerous about a confident guy. A confident guy pays attention to what you want the most, and he just becomes who you are. And what you like, you never really find out who he is. Then you'll say this, he changed on me. No, he did. He was just confident about the things he saw that mattered to you. And he didn't change it at all. He was a confident liar.
Right.
You just was lost and found out late. That's why he got pregnant with him and then about her. And that's why he lied about this. That's why he took the money from you with this. That's why he lied about this situation. That's why he was with another girl. So I ain't really with her. I ain't really want to be her. I really want to be with you. Like that confidence sold you, and then you start saying, "Nah, girl, I just can't take this no more." He changing too much, and guess what? He leave you and keep lying and keep that confidence stuff. And now you mad because he engaged this girl and that one and that one. And the problem was you have a bad judge of character, not confidence.
Look, what you preaching good?
You can see confidence a mile away, but that's not his character. Mm-hmm. R. Kelly had confidence.
I'm telling you.
Let me get out of this. May the Lord watch. God bless y'all.
Right, we're gonna pass the plate round. Everybody gonna pass the collection plate round. Pass those you preaching right now.
Yeah.
And again, what I want y'all to understand is the confident guy is the risk taking guy. The confident dude is the dude that's going to like Pastor say, confident liar. Remember, Baby Boy. Remember the Hood Classic when Jody said, "Hey, listen, I lied to you. I'm not here telling them the truth."
Yeah.
And he was confident. He was bold in that. You see what I'm saying?
Man, listen, every black movie, every chick that's ever been hurt, she been hurt by a confident black dude.
I'm telling you.
And that's y'all answer.
The irony of it.
Listen, it's not funny. But every time I just thought about something. Every time somebody's ever come to me about how hurt she was with confidence.
Right. He gonna take the risk.
He gonna take it, man. He think he can be with you and get her back to your house before he gotta come pick you up for work. He think he can pull that off.
Man, listen, I remember back in the day. I listened back in the day. Plies.
He's not funny.
Remember the rapper Plies? He said something back in the song I listened to. He said, "Man, listen, I lose it all today, come right back next day and bet it all back again." I said,
yeah.
Now that's confident, right? He gonna lose it all today, come right back tomorrow and bet it back again.
Yeah. It ain't funny. Ladies, I'm just saying, be careful. I'm not saying.
Risk.
And so I agree with some of y'all has confidence can be in the Lord. That's all cute. But, you know, we operate in spirit and truth.
And the truth
is, when I was confident in the Lord, I had not worked a lot of my character. And so I had still that confidence from the streets. And I'm just being real. Here's my story. It took time. People love me and Tina's story, but nobody talks about the time. Nobody talks about, you see in 2021, you see in 02. You know what I mean? You talking, you know, that's a different guy.
Right.
And it took time for me to trust God and be honest. And even in all of that, don't nothing change. A woman is still who she is, and attraction is still attraction. I still got to trust God more. And you talking about somebody who lived it. And you talking about an average guy who ain't all in, who ain't dedicated his life to God. Like, man, this guy, a normal guy, working at a job, trying to love you too. He got to be him.
Mm-hmm. That's tough. Let me see. Raining Woman, she says, I agree. If you're marrying at 30 plus years of age, he needs to at least be financially stable by 30. What I told you.
Below age 30,
listen.
He needs,
Hold on.
He needs to be at least be financially responsible.
Listen, these phrases, these terms,
money.
And I understand. And again, that's all I'm saying. Not to say that y'all are gold diggers in any way. Please don't get me wrong.
Nah,
what I am saying is we recognize as men through the words you use, the dialect, the verbiage that you use, and what's most important. So when a man saying, "Hey, listen," he give a pacifier ring because he need to get his chips right because he don't want you to just take you to the courthouse and you screaming, "Come on, just take with that," and he like, "Man, it's bigger than that. It's bigger than Nino Brown." You see what I'm saying? It's deeper than rap, as Ross used to say. Now you rapping good, you sounding good, you understand? But yet when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, it's bigger than that. And he know it, we know it, we call it out. And this is why I think tonight's show been really good. And we appreciate y'all commenting and everything. Only because again, the honesty, can we get to the real truth? Can you really say this is what's important to me now? As bad as it may sound, like I don't want anybody that's going to, put me in a bad position financially, and that's really one of the main things that I look at
from the beginning. Be honest.
But instead of saying that, they say you need to be financially responsible. That's a very vague statement. How I'm responsible? I got money in my pocket. I'm current on my bills, but yet I still got a ton of debt. But hey, is that financial? You see what I'm saying? So it's so much to really nail it down. It's like trying to nail glue to the wall.
And watch this. So watch it. We got 3 ladies tonight. It's 3 and 3. Mm-hmm. You got 3 ladies saying confidence. You got another 3 talking about money. And if it's just them 2 things, that's confusing. Because God can be confident about his dreams, his life, and this, and ain't got it. He ain't got it. It ain't enough. On the flip side, he can love God. You know what I mean? But that money don't matter. Mm-hmm. Man, I'm fighting it right now. Let me tell y'all something right now. I'm fighting. Y'all pray fast though. There's a side of women, not necessarily men, who says, Pastor, man, it's kind of hard to follow you. Like, the oil supposed to run down, mm-hmm. And you're supposed to be like this, and we're supposed to be looking up to this. And I said, I don't really want to be that dude. But they want to see the success. So yes, God put me in a certain situation and blessed me to be able to do A, B, and C, and D. But I'm not that guy. But it's this thing that says we want to see this.
Right, that image of success.
I had to later listen, Pastor, you preach like that, and that's your little car. Like you drive that. Mm-hmm. It was almost offended to her because she felt like, I believe God, like I can do greater things now because of you, but you can't like
that wasn't a choice.
Yeah, like
you just finally that was all you like. Why you couldn't have chose that? Why is that? Why you see what I'm saying? But yet
because it's like some kind of strike against you. I'm just saying we're back to, like you said, it ain't about the money. It could be the car. It's
hypergamy.
Hypergamy that kind of says, I'm kind of looking for a better whatever, come up, upgrade in something. Mm-hmm. And I'm saying, I got women in church saying, oh, Pastor, I just kind of, I mean, it's cool. We know, we know you different, but you know what I'm saying? It's like
I asked earlier, what can a man possess or have to where a woman respect him to the point where she has no problem following or submitting to him? Now, y'all know
it's a real question. I'm talking about like this real. Like, I'm really saying, hey, man. I mean, does this mean I'm a little less than? Mm-hmm.
So,
as a leader,
absolutely. So, here's the thing: we gonna end that night. We gonna end that night because listen, we'll be on for no hours. So, I need for y'all, ladies, if you are looking for a quality man, or if you're looking to position yourself in the path of a quality man, I need you to go to my website, relationshiphealing.co. I put that in Facebook. I put that in YouTube. So, I need y'all to go by Relationship Healing. What'd she say?
Sure, say, man, y'all still don't believe us. Next week's topic to be why men don't believe us. We're gonna be here. We're gonna be right here.
Because your feelings change and women operate off of feelings and emotions more so than men. So the reason why we don't believe you is because it'll be a different story tomorrow. That's just my take. So go out, y'all check out relationshiphealing.co. I have a couple things for y'all. I have a free high quality man versus low quality man checklist. I identify and try to break down as a man the differences in how low quality men date, the questions they ask, the statements they make, the places they reside, the places that quality men reside, the things that they say, the things that will help you to identify audibly from what they're saying to you, what they are in terms of quality as a man. That's free. That's on my website. It's on the homepage. Go down to the bottom on relationshiphealing.co, or you can go to my online course as well, Attract Quality Man in 30 Days. That's me right there putting together something for you ladies to be able to understand what it is that men are saying is the difference between women they decide to date and marry and those that they just play around with. So if y'all interested in that, then go to the website. Again, it's relationshiphealing.co. And we out of here. Pastor, you got anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Hey, thank y'all for the input tonight, man. I appreciate y'all supporting and getting involved. Troy and D, I'll be praying for y'all strongly tonight. Strongly praying for you, D. And then all the couples and marriages out there, man. Everybody goes through a lot. Anybody knows when you're on the other side and you are married, there's ups and downs, there's different challenges. And, don't forget, catch us at the Place TV Thursday, think about Thursday, all that good stuff. Find us, whatever that we connect in some kind of way. And praying for love, man.
Most definitely. And I'm gonna say this again because it's the place, ThePlace, ThePlace That's on Facebook. All right. So this is my ministry. This is my past as well. This is a great man of God. This is somebody that I follow and that I also listen to as well and take great mentorship from. So I need y'all support, man. If y'all support the Male Translation Podcast, then do me a favor, if nobody else, and stop by from Facebook, The Place TV on Thursday. He puts out a great video, just a thought-provoking video to think about. Also on Sundays, that's when we have the broadcast service at 5:03. Right. But on Saturday, if you in the area, you can come to 5111 North 22nd Street, and we're gonna be having service at 5:03 as well. So if you can make it on Saturday, that's when we're doing it live. But on Sunday, if you want to catch it at your home or wherever you are, if you're in the gym working out, you can still tune in and get your word. The Place TV, that's on Facebook. Now, if you're a YouTuber like myself as well, it's The Place TV, like television. Okay, and that's on YouTube. So I'm saying that because Pastor Dozier, he don't like to party. Cool. I'm chilling. I'm about reserved, laid back. But no. Yeah. We need your support. And for a lot of y'all, hey, it'd be good for you to get a word or just be able to check it out within the confines of your own home and not feel like you gotta get around all these people. I don't know. Some people feel like, okay, cool. Experience it from where you are, and then if you feel like it's something that you want to experience in person, then you can do that. So that's my thing. And like I said, go by relationshiphealing.co, check out the online course, check out my book, Come and Talk to Me, The Women's Guide to Why Men Don't Communicate, if you want to find out why men don't communicate. And I'm just, I'm trying to do my best to put together a lot of different things to help both men and women. Me as a man speaking on behalf of men, and to be able to speak to women as a thing.
I got a subject we need to talk about next week because I know y'all ain't gonna go look at it on your own. I want to talk about, ladies. Do y'all agree with the checklist? Let's just go and talk about it. I'm already standing with it.
Right.
But I already know I hear some tension tonight. Let's go and check them off. Let's talk about it.
It's free. It's free. All you got to do, go to the website, download it, and it's gonna pop up right on your phone. You'll be able to read that and check. And next week we can make.
I always touch two up. Because here's my problem. I feel like there's a challenge. I hear a challenge tonight. I don't hear like y'all are men. I hear
like what else?
Yeah. Oh, you don't want to know.
But anyway, guys, we appreciate
God bless y'all tonight.
We're going to see y'all next Tuesday night. It's Male Translation Podcast. Break down the difference of what men say and women hear. Giving men a voice, giving women insight on relationships. The men's voice when it comes to relationships. It's Mr. Male Translations, Clarence Brown, and we out. We'll holler and see y'all next Tuesday night. Appreciate y'all. Deuces.